Okay, we're back on a new episode. Probably two of like, I don't know, 3 or 4. Is she on the Switch or is she just gone?
She's on the Switch.
Quinn, you quit listening? Oh, go see if Grandma's up there. You gotta finish reading. You checked? Alright, well here's a new thing before you go to Switch. It's the robot dog. And look, watch this. Who's a good boy? See? If I pet the ground underneath its belly, it levitates and I can go into my character.
Do you see this truck?
This is physics. We did. We did. We did, boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Have you ever had a dream
Yeah, they're dogs.
that
It's kind of weird that we
that
trust
you
the robots now.
you had
Do a
you
flip.
you wi-
Do a
you
flip,
could
boy.
you do you wi- you want you could do so you
Boy. We didn't even get the mysterious thing.
Oh, it's here.
It's the room you
Or
were in.
the quest.
There's a quest.
Yeah. Lone Wolf.
Okay,
Machine
that's a
head.
main story mission. Let's do it. How close are we? We
I
ain't
just
even
picked it
remotely
up.
Close.
I just picked up part of it.
Tucker, I'm angry at you, and I tell you you're angry. Let's fight. You ready?
Investigate the...
Wait, you actually finished it. That's what you just did. Wait,
Really?
no, you didn't. It's not on here.
Investigate the nearby mining facility. It's a side quest.
Oh, I saw it in the main storyline. When I was looking at
And because it was your... Maybe it was because you're tracking it.
it was on the Wikipedia, I mean. That's how I reckon.
Huh.
Tucker wants to write his
Well,
own
that's
sequel.
what you get for being on the wiki. Never trust wiki.
Are we gonna fist fight or not, Tucker? I'm ready to fist fight. You're mad, I'm mad.
I
we're
got
all
you.
Mad.
Hold up, I'm gonna come back around. I'm gonna hit you super hard with my butt. Oh, you stay there. I'll be right back.
Yesterday I had to nearly kill myself in the weight room to get over the fact that Tucker and Quinn were having Circus Olay in the basement studio over Fortnite. What game were you guys even playing?
We were playing just some all sorts of games that we found on Fortnite, and then after that we beat It Takes Two.
Yeah, you beat It Takes Two. Quinn lost comprehension of the English language during that time. All she would do is scream and yell like a methed up 2-year-old.
Notice me, senpai!
Yeah, she knows. Now she's tired today. That's how much of a bender she was on.
He was on one heck of a high.
This is Patrick!
Sucker. And I just got like the whole gambit of shite done. I deep cleaned the kitchen, worked in the garden, everything from planting, processing, trimming, trellising. Did one hell of a lift. Got about 30, 40 eBay items ready. Walked to the post office. Did grandma's PT. Got her stretched. Just kept going. Was gonna keep going. Just trying to outlast Quinn's energy. That's how much of a, like, spark plug Quinn is.
Sometimes I question why this bicycle is bouncy. Because I am bouncing down this hill.
I think I'm gonna get there sooner, aren't I?
You're 75 meters ahead of me.
Yeah, that's why I just don't do the bike anymore, man. I'm gonna get slowed down now.
I can definitely say it doesn't seem as bad as when we were trying it back in 2017. Like, it was completely unusable in 2017. It was a buggy mess. Oh,
It's
shoot, that's
never
a
been
tank.
good. And I'm gonna tell you the thing that's always made me the maddest is that we bought the motorcycle DLC and we like never did use the stupid motorcycle. I'm guessing that we're getting closer to the end here.
Oh, shoot, he's gonna start running. Get ready.
This legendary assault rifle is actually
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
it's just got all legendary attachments, nice mag, fast reload, good damage. Like it's living up
All
to
around
the name
good gun.
legendary, I'll tell you that much.
get that Firebird out of the sky now. See it up there?
This is another game that's feast and famine. It's so difficult to move and level early on, but once you get geared up, you can really just fly through a lot of. I don't see it. It's not there for me.
It's up in the air. I'm shooting at it right now. Do you see it?
I see you shooting at it, but it's not there for me.
Some lag issues.
Yeah, it's another glitch. That's been happening more often lately.
Did you see the rocket explode in the sky, or did it just keep going?
Dude, this mission, I never saw any of it. Okay, at this point we're almost here, so let's just get to this marker.
Did you see it fall?
I looked at your screen, and I know it's not there. I see the mines, though. That's really bizarre.
What? What is happening? I'm gonna have to drop 800 rounds.
800 rounds, 550-pound TNT. Big old, big boom.
Dang.
Racetrack over here. Hold. Oh, it's a base that we'll never get to do because they never give us command points. So screw you. Maddox, companion. Still got 75 points. Where's the... Is this just armors? I thought it got better tracking systems and stuff. It's easy to get companion points because all you do is kill the land bosses. Or whatever they're called. Warlord of Bjorn, the Bjorn of Bjorns. What are those called, Tucker?
No idea.
Thank you, Tucker. You're really using that brain today, aren't you?
I got you.
The ruler of the fields, whatever they're called. Are they called land bosses or what?
Hold on. I'll see. Rivals.
Rivals, thank you, Tucker. Tucker's favorite word, 2 words in the whole English language.
Hold on.
2 words. Made in America.
I'm too used to Fortnite. I see a car and I try and get into it.
Black. Custom browns.
You feel like traversal should be faster for this game?
That's fine. It's not too... It should be better with bikes, but on foot, as long as you get the stamina. And honestly, I rarely feel like I'm out of stamina. It feels like you just keep running. I don't know if you're not able to jump anymore or what, but I don't think I've ever noticed that I can't, like, run. How about you?
I feel like it should be a little faster considering how big the map is.
That's what I'm saying. I think bikes should be a little faster or better.
Yeah.
I don't know
It
that
gives
we
you a
should be
reason to use
faster.
them.
But they're very liberal with fast travel, so it's also like not a big deal. As long as you get safe houses, you can move anywhere on the map in seconds, and there's also very few loading screens.
After the initial one, there's none.
That's what I'm saying, like, it's a feast and famine game. Yeah, it's really, really slow to start, and you get killed by everything and you have nothing. But then, like, a lot of survival games, so like How to Survive 2, once you get geared up and you've got some fast travel points, you can really just start to push through this game like a, you know, rotten edifice. It's nothing.
What?
A rotten edifice. An edifice is a monument to a religion.
Makes sense.
Tucker's depressed. You should have seen him working yesterday. He did a lot. He sat on those 2 little tukuses and he...
现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋，我
And
最喜欢。
Now, Tucker chose Generation 0. Tucker found Generation 0. Tucker pushed for Generation 0. Just like Astroneer. And I can tell Tucker's heart has left this Let's Play. What's going on with you, Tucker?
My gameplay style is very strange compared to a lot of other people. I don't. Maybe other people have the same. I don't know.
What?
But what I like to do is I find a game. I'm on it for a couple weeks, maybe a month or two, and
Yeah,
then I'm
right.
done.
Like a day or two. You return to
Well,
some
remember
games, though.
Pacific Rim?
WWE. You return to it. You like just return to another movie. Project Zomboid. So, doesn't it feel good once you beat them, though?
Yes, I don't really get that kind of satisfaction from it.
So what are you
Maybe
done
it's
with
just
this
the
Let's
way
Play,
that
then?
you see it.
Are you done with this Let's Play, Tucker?
No?
Okay, well then button up, Buttercup. I'd just like to play 1,000 games. You see how times have changed? With my generation, his uncle's generation, Uncle Derek. Oh, sorry, Hugo. Fuck. We get like one game for Christmas. Halo. Mega Man X3. That's your game for the year. And you could beat them in like 5 hours. To be fair, games were shorter back then. And then you had to figure out how to stretch that game out over the course of a year. And like, we got good at that. And I'm not saying that was good, and that's one of the reasons that games were being pushed to have more and more content. Because it was usually like, you can get one game a year for Christmas, hooray. Now with Game Pass and how cheap games have actually gotten, once, you know, if you pay attention to sales and how abundant they are and stuff, it's just a lot, people get a lot more games. And I think people's patience for actually sitting down, beating a game, and exploring it all the way is just, especially here in the US, because I'm one, is down to like just almost nothing. Because Japanese games, all of us complain. I know I'm one. Like, why are we not in the gameplay yet? Shouldn't I be shooting something by now? Like Monster Hunter. That game has like a 2-hour introduction, it feels like, just to get started. And a lot of those Japanese games like that are like that. They expect you like, oh, you want to play a game? All right, sweet. So you probably have like 3 hours or so to like sit down and get going. And I know that almost all those Japanese games are like excellent. And if you just stick with them and you're patient, they'll be like one of the greatest games you ever play. And they're rich and they're full of super good story, and they got these really deep and compelling mechanics. Like, they really are masters of it. But getting through that initial burst is so difficult. This is more of a Western style game. It's not hard to get into this game because moment one, you're sat down, you get like a pistol, you get to shoot some robots. I wish we could crossbreed it, because it's like, now that you're deeper into the game, a lot of it is running places and shooting things. And then like, that's pretty much all we're down to in a lot of ways. Generation Zero has...
Like,
Go ahead.
do you feel like they should add another mechanic then to keep it fresh?
What Generation Zero needs is some stuff to break it up. So like Halo has a great campaign. Why? It's Halo 2 especially, actually. It keeps it varied. Halo 2 is really better with the campaign, even though Halo 1 is special. Because it keeps running you back and forth between Master Chief and the Arbiter. And both styles have different characteristics that keep it fresh. And then because it's not an open world game, they get the benefit of getting to drive the pacing at, you know, a steadier clip. Now, granted, there's games that are open world that do just fine with pacing, like the Elder Scrolls games and the Fallout. And that's because they have really good story. Like, that's what they found out with 76. It was not the gameplay that drives Fallout or Elder Scrolls. It's like the really good story coupled with the gameplay. You can't just have the gameplay, especially not when you put it down into more big elements like Fallout 76. This is really just raw gunplay, and it's cool in the sense that the robots are sweet and the sounds are great and the guns can be satisfying. But it's obviously gotten samey, and we're not gonna lie. If we could get command points, it'd probably be a little bit better. I think that was one of the we could change it up. That's one of the things that kind of kept us sane with How to Survive 2, even though it was so grindy. Is we would always change up the pace by doing something a little different. Like, we'd either push main story, or we'd have to go back and resource grind, or we do base defenses, which is probably why they added base defenses to this. You gotta have stuff that can change up your gameplay loop, vary the structure up to keep the experience fresh. That's why GTA, people can play that for like decades because, you know, you can drive planes, you can do helicopters. There's usually a really long story. And it has an open world. Gen Z is so far is not very good at pacing. There's been no robots for a while again, and a lot of the gameplay, even in the main story missions, you can tell they're improving it because the DLCs have like written dialogue and NPCs, and that obviously that's why we moved through it so quick. But the whole vanilla game, when's the last time we talked to an NPC?
The DLC quest.
Yeah, so the main story mission, they just basically, those people are just gone. What I can tell. They're still around. They're in a bunker somewhere, but...
Cowards!
I'm going to the algae safe house again, Tucker, to do that side mission up there. We'll knock out some of these this episode, we'll knock out the rest of these side missions. But I'm still disappointed that you're getting so sick of it, Tucker. Because you're the one who found this game. So explain to the people at home your feelings, Tuck.
Sometimes I'm not gonna say that this game is just like absolutely horrible, because How to Survive 2 is absolutely horrible and we still beat it.
Wait, so you're really at a point where you're not liking Generation Zero?
No, I'm liking it.
Okay, then what is it? Because you started that off with, I'm not gonna say I absolutely hate it, but...
There's some things that I don't like about it, like there's some things you don't like about it.
Well, I mean, for me, I think I'm making it pretty clear. I just don't think it's actually a complete video game. I think it has like this amazing world that they've built, and these really cool robots, and sound, and like the co-op and stuff. Like they obviously have the right stuff here. And if they just put like a much better, tighter story behind it, and they created better set pieces, because sometimes this game can be epic. Sometimes this game clicks. Like when you, like right now, like it might just be one of those moments, because you go into a field and you have the Soviet robots fighting the Swedish robots, and you see like the World of Worlds style horizon glare over there, like there's a nuclear Armageddon, there's all this burning rubble, there's these tremendously catastrophic explosions, cacophony rings your eardrums, and you know, you're like this teenage kid and you got blood spattered in your eyes, and your body's rocking back and forth from the shrapnel, and then this happens, like it crashes, or then you, like we just experienced, you walk around for 30 minutes trying to find a safe house. It's like if they could just, oh my god, we're having the same issues again. Invalid version. See, then you have these moments happen.
Oh no.
And that's what I mean, like it's just not like complete. I'm pausing the recording because I got to get Tucker back in, but I think this all comes from the damn dinosaur DLC.
Dinosaur DLC?
Now that would be sweet. If they threw some giant dinosaurs in here with the robots, that would be
what?
That would be so
Where
badass.
did that come from?
I don't know, but that would be cool. Like that's what it's probably missing, actually. Like imagine
Dinosaurs?
well, in the 1990s when they brought back Turok, they made the robots have these cybernetic augments on their head to where they were the corporations that took over the Lost World were trying to control the dinosaurs and turn them into soldiers. Like, dude, I could totally see if you mix giant robots and you mix freaking giant dinosaurs and you just run around with a machine gun and you tell like actually a fun story behind it with it. Dude, I think you got a winning. Generation Zero needs dinosaurs. That's what it's missing. Is dinosaurs.
Very random.
You know, I think the invalid version is a netcode issue. That's why you were seeing phoenixes. And I'm not.
Explain to me what netcode is, because I'm not certain what it is. What's the difference between it and ping?
Ping is how often your game is sending information back and forth between the game servers. Okay, that host the game, or the host. That's just, you send a data packet to them and they send a data packet back. And if that ping is low, that means there's almost no delay in when you're receiving that data packet back. If it's high, then you're probably incurring some loss, and there's obviously a delay in the transmission of the data. Now, netcode is the stuff that actually is telling that data packet to be pinged back and forth. So what's happening here is we're probably losing packets of data. There's probably a data leak issue somewhere, which of course I'd have no idea how to fix, and that takes people much, much smarter than me. But something's happening when you're coming into my instance with the way that they have this game working, in that there's an incongruence between the data I'm running and the data you're running. And given enough time, that's leading to basically 2 different instances of a different world. And it's enough that the game's saying, oh, you guys are in different versions of the game. So I think that this companion DLC's introduced some bugs. And that would be one of them. Is there's probably some they call it memory leak. There's probably some memory leak going on with the data being sent back and forth between us. And over enough time, that's causing those inconsistencies. Like you seeing robots and I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's enough to be like, well, you guys are like not even on the same version of the game. Now, how that is actually happening, I don't know, because usually the version of the game is a very hard code.
Oh my god, wait. Draw.
What?
We gotta kill this guy. He's a rivalry level 4.
Oh, sweet. Let's hope the game lasts.
The words that would have come out of your mouth would have filled me with dread is I don't see him.
What?
If you said I don't see him, I'd be filled with dread.
Oh, that would be frustrating as hell. Well, before Iron Mini, he's already dead, I think. Oh, no. There's a lot of stuff here. See, this is when the
Blow
game...
his inside.
See, the life came back into Tucker's voice. There just needs to be robots to kill. When we're just walking around, that's when the game's terrible boring. I'm gonna try to get you. That's why I don't like running the dog. Every time we play and I don't run the dog, things seem to go better. I died for you.
Thank you. I'll place a field radio. Down.
This'll be fine. Surely.
Gwen, you better see if Grandma's out of the bathroom.
There's so much stuff.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, this is when the game's cool. And then other times...
Escape?
Or that's why, like, the bikes need to be faster, so that it's not just so bland when you run across the map.
What else does this guy have?
Apparently quite a bit. He's gonna kill me. Yes, I get it. Let me stop rolling so I can keep on, please.
I got him right in the booty.
Don't let him die yet. Sorry. I need to be over there so I get credit.
Okay. The Firebird's dropping gas tanks.
Oh, jeez.
Hi.
Aye.